Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic Season of Discovery and our Orc Rogue playthrough. Thank you guys very much for joining me here today. I do appreciate you clicking on the video and choosing to spend some time with me in Azeroth. Hope you are all doing well. It is just after the holiday for me, so I hope if you celebrate, you all had a wonderful holiday with your family and friends. And now we can get back to regularly scheduled programming. Today we're starting things off in Tirisfal Glades. Level 7 is a good time to come here, especially because I'm planning on going over to Mulgore as well. So we're going to be doing Tirisfal, Durotar, and Mulgore in this playthrough. Which is good because that gives us a chance not only to stay ahead of the leveling curve, which is really important in Classic, but it's going to give us a chance to hear all the different voices. Some of you guys have had some interesting takes on the AI voices. I appreciate the comments and the feedback. For the most part, I've enjoyed them. I do have to admit, I feel like like everything else in the game, the Alliance ones sound a little bit better, just a little bit. And maybe that's because I don't really know what an orc or a troll is supposed to really sound like, but humans and dwarves are easier to imagine. Let's find out what the Forsaken sound like. Brace yourselves.
What is it? The Agamand family was the most prosperous family in Tirisfal Glades. I used to work their mills before the plague. When the scourge first came, the Agamands fortified their home and convinced those in their employ to remain and help them defend. We were fools, but at least we were loyal fools. The Agamans, in their pride, doomed us to undeath. And now they are minions of the Scourge. Serve the Forsaken by defeating the Agamans who fell to the plague. Serve me by bringing me their remains.
Alright, well I liked it, it sounded good. The only problem is it was really quiet. It's bound to my master volume, which can't get any higher. But let's see if it continues to be quiet. Sometimes, the same NPC will have different volume levels.
Hello. Devlin Agamand
there we go.
Was the younger
a little bit louder.
Of two sons in the Agamand family, and in life the two could not be more different. Thurman was tall and gentle, while his younger brother was weak and sharp-tongued. When Agamand Mills fell to the plague, I was not surprised to hear that Devlin was quick to succumb. His mad chattering can still be heard near the road leading to the Agamand Mills. I'm collecting the remains of the Agamands, and I want poor Devlin. Find him, destroy him, and bring me his bones.
Victory for Sylvanas.
It's so cold now. The plague of undeath crawls through my veins like an icy serpent. The mindless state will be upon me soon. But no doomed destiny will prevent me from serving our Dark Lady. When the call arose, I sewed body bags for the fallen soldiers of Sylvanas' mighty army. Now my hands shake from the chill. If you would bring me 5 duskbat pelts and some coarse thread, I could sew myself a blanket. Help me, adventurer, so that I can continue to serve the cause.
Yeah, I guess I didn't really understand that, even once you're a Forsaken, you can succumb to the plague and become a mindless scourge.
Do not see.
Is that really the case? I thought once you became Forsaken, you had broken away from the Lich King's control. I didn't realize that you were still susceptible to, falling to the plague. That's a little bit of a weird one. And again, it's funny because basically all of these I've read out loud at some point. But in reading them out loud, so many of them, I didn't absorb anything from them. So now sometimes I hear that I'm like, wait a minute, what is this quest about? Inventory space looks okay. It could look better. Ooh, I didn't train cooking because we've been pretty broke, and I'm trying to hang on to some of the meat that we'll need, but I might have to ditch it.
About your business.
We've got bread, and we've got haunches of meat if we need food.
Trust no one.
The documents Executor Addon provided are just the break we needed in our battle with the wretched Scarlet Crusade. We now know their exact locations throughout Tirisfal Glades. But the Death Guard has larger concerns. The Lich King's army grows in number each night. We need someone with initiative like yourself to drive the Scarlet Crusade to the grave. Prove to me you are capable of serving the Dark Lady by traveling west to the tower past the Soledon farmstead and slay 10 Scarlet warriors.
Embrace the shadow.
The mass graves southwest of Garen's haunt to the north were made to accommodate the impressive number of deaths Tirisfal suffered when the plague first came. The bodies in these graves have so far been spared an undeath, but the Scourge now send Rothhide gnolls to gather the corpses and use them to bolster their armies. This cannot be allowed. Your task is twofold. Slay the Rothides at the mass grave and Garen's haunt, and gather from them the embalming ichor that gives them life. Lady Sylvanas has called upon the Royal Apothecary Society. The Dark Lady believes our knowledge coupled with the newfound magic will provide the key to Arthas's demise. She has challenged us to concoct a new plague, a plague deadlier than any ailment on Azeroth. This new disease will bring Arthas's Scourge army to ruin. My studies show that the blood of beasts might prove to be the key. Bring to me 5 vials of Darkhound blood so I can test my theory. What are you looking for?
Scourge have trickled into Tirisfal Glades and have infested the area west of Brill, near the old bridge. Go there and beat back the rotting dead and ravaged corpses you find. Scatter their bones and bring back their putrid claws, and the Death Guards will reward you.
Alright, we have picked up every quest, and I have to say that so far, honestly, the undead voices are the most well done. And I don't know what kind of factors go into that, you know what I mean? Like, so far the ranking for me is all the undead, female humans, dwarves, and then male humans. And then everything else is kind of like subpar. Not subpar, but like beneath those. But yeah, the undead here are definitely the best. And like some people mentioned they didn't really like the orc voices. I thought it was curious how a lot of the trolls sounded like either like British or Australian. I found that nice because I just really didn't want them to have fake Jamaican accents. So I'll take them having like fake other accents instead. Alright, so I do want to make my way out here and maybe find Gordo somewhere. On the way we can get Darkhound blood. We can go after the claws. We can basically kill stuff on our way out to the west. I have to remember this is Season of Discovery, and I have to start thinking about my other abilities. And there's Gordo. Very nice of him to make an appearance here, very convenient for us. Interestingly, he doesn't have any voice acting. Probably because he's a abomination spilling his guts all over the road. And they probably found that one hard to do. Master wants weeds. Us got big hands and not good at picking. You help us and we not hurt you. Us need gloom weed, many weeds around here near the road. Or maybe because like the quest just sounded really stupid. Maybe that's why they didn't have the AI voice read it. So now we're also looking for 3 gloomweed. Alright, this could be a problem. Could be a problem. Let's hit him with the really sticky glue. That'll give us a minute to back off and get a bandage in. Look at those hardcore skills coming in clutch. That being said, he's level 8, so we still might not be able to kill him. And we don't have any oh, we have 1 potion. Oh dear. Well, I thought we were going to be okay. The potion? Well, yeah, that potion might keep us alive. I don't know. It's going to be a close one. It's going to come down to how many times we miss and whether or not we get any crits. And now we need to eat. We can't afford to try to fight anything else. 3 is enough for now. I bet that person was not counting on me being able to teleport to the enemy. was not what I wanted to do. Did not want to pull both these guys. Let's backtrack here and see if we can leash the one that we sticky glued. Oh, there we go. Alright, that's level 8, still so very far from level 10. Really need level 10 so we can start doing an appropriate amount of damage for our level. I could find a better dagger, and that might be necessary if one doesn't drop from a quest. Then again, I don't really have a lot of money, so finding one on the auction house might not be an option. Alright, let's keep heading out to the west. Even though this is a level 8 quest, I want to grab the pumpkin quest out here, and I want to get this one done as well. That way we'll be all done out this way. We'll just have the stuff at the Agamand mills left to do eventually.
What have we here? You look like a fledgling adventurer. If you hope to prove yourself to the Dark Lady, you need to learn the ways of the Forsaken. To the west, you'll find a farm. Humans infest the land like mold on a rotting corpse. And worse yet, the Scarlet Crusade patrols nearby from their tower. Teach those scum a lesson and steal 10 of their precious pumpkins. Once you have 10, take them to Apothecary Johann in Brill.
We might as well come down here and pick up the delivery quest. It's not worth a lot of experience, but it'll be worth a little bit. Every little bit helps.
Hey, mate. Do a favor for a young man who's been fighting more than his fair share of mindless zombies and spiders. I got this here letter that needs to go to Brill, to an innkeeper named Renee something or other. Don't really matter none what her last name is. Anyway, it's a nice, cozy little place full of victims of the plague trying to make their way in the world. And it'd be a great spot for you to rest too if the need arises. You should check it out. You do, and I'll pay you well.
Farewell.
I don't think he ever pays us anything, actually. I got top left map piece combined with 3 other map pieces to make a full map. Now I know for a fact that this was not a quest in regular classic era, so this has got to be something relating to Season of Discovery. Also, my bags are full, which nobody likes to see. Let's create some of the light leather that might free up some inventory space. I feel like I'm gonna have to sneak past these guys. I can't fight 2 of them at once. I don't output enough DPS. So we're gonna have to give them the slip and work our way out into the pumpkin field. It's another map piece, but it's the one that we already have. I would really like to pick up the healing potion. That would be great. Alright, we need to get our last pumpkin and head back to town because obviously we're having severe inventory issues. Yes, I did notice the odd melon. Pretty sure the odd melon is a mage thing. Alright, let's get out of here. If we can make it back to the bridge in this area here, there will be a vendor that we can sell to, and then after we vendor, we can finish a putrid task.
Hello? Goodbye.
Alright, that is everything. Let's get ourselves back to town. I may need to think about buying an additional bag. I was kind of hoping that with doing so much early game zone hopping that more bags would drop for us, but that hasn't happened yet, and we have no guarantee that it will.
What would you ask of death? Well done. I regret not being there to see you smash those undead into rotting pulp.
You were like 12 feet away.
Trust no one.
The Scourge are trying to form a base at the Agamand Mills. If they do, then they can stage further attacks within Tirisfal. The orders have been given. The Scourge in the mills must be destroyed. Go to the mills, collect notched ribs from Rattlecage and Cracked Skull soldiers and blackened skulls from Dark-Eye Bonecasters. To get to the mills, follow the road west. After crossing the bridge, take the next fork north, then keep going north. When you see windmills, the battle will begin.
Beware the living. This better be good.
What's this? Gloomweed? I've no need for gloomweed. That mindless mass of flesh is out there picking daisies and convincing the lady knows how many dupes like you into doing the same. No offense. Very well, you're here now, and that's all that matters. Since I'm not going to bother to try to explain things to that abomination, how about you collect what I really need? Doomweed. So you can see the predicament that I am in, adventurer. That thing is out there collecting the wrong weeds. I'll make it worth your while to gather what I need. Bring back to me enough doomweed and I'll give you a suitable reward. It is my understanding that they like to plague the flora near the mass grave site, to the north of the Brill graveyard. Hurry and be mindful of the gnolls in the area.
Speak quickly.
You have done well, adventurer, and I thank you for your efforts.
While you were collecting samples for me, my experiments led me to realize that more reagents will be required for this new disease to spread properly. Poisoning some hapless victim is child's play. Plaguing an entire world proves to be a bit more complicated. I will need 5 vile fin scales from murlocs in the vicinity. You will find the creatures along the coast, to the north or to the west.
Oh man, I really wish they would work in like some direct volume control that I could slide like while they're talking. Like a little volume slider that appears beneath their little text bubble that I could move back and forth depending on if they're too quiet or not.
Trust no one.
That would be a cool feature.
You have performed your bidding well, young adventurer. You are proving yourself to be quite an asset to the Dark Lady's army. Harmless pumpkins, right? Or so it would seem. If we are to defeat Arthas's advances from the north and the human infestation from the south, we need to start realizing the full potential of our gift of undeath. With a little ingenuity, a simple pumpkin becomes an agent for our Dark Lady. This pumpkin, laced with my latest formula, will prove to be quite a treat. Yet another Scarlet Zealot has been captured and is being kept in the cellar of the Gallows End Tavern. Take this pumpkin to the fool.
By the light, finally some food. Sweet, sweet pumpkin.
Oh, that was bad.
What? Rest your weary bones for a spell. Oh? A letter? Wonderful news! I've been waiting on word from my dear old mother in Deathnell. Such a saint she is. I wonder how she's holding up. What? Too cheery? Not buying it, are you? Well, get lost then. It's really no business who the letter's from anyway. Go on, get lost. Come back when you've got some coin to spend. Loafer. Next thing you know, you'll be coming back to rest after a long day's adventure or some stupid thing like that. Embrace the shadow. I haven't got all. I appreciate your efforts, adventurer. May Sylvanas recognize your bravery one day.
Speak quickly. Most excellent adventurer. Your skill in the art of combat is undeniable. The strategic documents from Executor Addon contain all the details we need to wipe the human infestation from the lands. According to the information, the Scarlet Crusade has assigned Captain Perrine and a brigade to the ruined tower southwest of Brill. Kill Perrine along with 3 zealots and 3 missionaries and report back to me.
What are you looking for?
Executor Zigan tells me you've been out killing Scarlet Crusaders. Tirisfal Glades is crawling with them. Varimathras, lieutenant to the Dark Lady, is seeing to it personally that the scum of Azeroth, the human race, gets wiped into oblivion. Here in Tirisfal Glades, we face a particularly annoying breed of humans, the Scarlet Crusade. Venture forth and wage an offensive on the Scarlet Crusade, adventurer. Bring me back 10 Scarlet insignia rings as proof of your loyalty to Varimathras and the Dark Lady.
I am forsaken. Time is a luxury that is not afforded to those of us under the employ of Lady Sylvanas. Surely you know this by now. As a member of the Royal Apothecary Society, it is my duty to share my knowledge with my colleagues so that our collective efforts might one day provide the Dark Lady with the new plague she so badly desires. Take these findings to Apothecary Renferrel, who is stationed at the Sepulchre in Silverpine Forest. Follow the roads to the south from Brill. From the Undercity, go southwest.
Alright, we're going to come to the north here. We're looking for Doomweed. We are going after Rawhide Grave Robbers, Rawhide Mongrels, and getting the Embalming Ichor. Training level 8 would have been a good idea. Yeah, we could have trained level 8, that's true. At this point, we'll probably be okay to wait on it. We did pick up another piece of the map, so I'm kind of assuming we're waiting on one more piece. Well, apparently I equipped a new piece of gear and did not resocket Shadow Strike. That makes sense. Let's go ahead and do that now. Now we really want to go after the grave robbers and the mongrels. We can go after the Rawhide Gnolls for the Ichor, but we don't need them for the kill quests. And we already have the bottom left piece, so we can't carry anymore. Let's come up here, we'll go after the named guy. We have all the mongrels we need a couple of grave robbers, and the rest of our embalming ichor. I'm actually really surprised this guy pulled on his own. I thought he was going to be chained to Magadai. I thought they were both going to pull together. I will take it. We are probably going to need a potion for this one. Or maybe not, he's not really hitting us that much. We need Murlocs, but they're level 9. If I can help it, I really don't want to go after the Murlocs until after we can dual wield. So I would very much like to hit level 10 first.
Intriguing. Ah, my doomweed. Excellent. These will come in quite handy. You've done me, the lady, a fine service today, adventurer. As promised, here is the reward that you deserve.
Speak quickly. Remember, patience, discipline.
Maggot Eye's dastardly acts have finally been avenged. Maybe your acts of valor will send a clear message to those who wish to bring harm to our people. On behalf of the town of Brill, I thank you, adventurer. Expertly done, adventurer. The Scourge are mistaken if they think they can use those corpses against us, and the fluid you gathered from the wrought-hide slaves will be studied by our apothecaries. It may have secrets we can use against them. As I said, well done. But our struggle continues, and the conflict will surely offer you more chances to prove your worth to the Forsaken.
What is it?
Alright, guys, we are going to take a break right here for today. This seems like a good spot for it. Next time, we will pick up his other quests, and we'll do all the level 7 and 8 stuff. I want to hit level 10 before I tackle the level 9 quest. And then basically, as soon as we hit level 10, like before we get halfway through the level, I want to head over to Mulgore, and I want to start questing over in the Tauren lands. That is the plan. Thank you guys very much for being here today. I really do appreciate it. As always, take care of yourselves out in the real world and take care of each other, and we will see you back here again very soon. Bye for now.